Come on, Romain, come on!
We're now a couple of weeks before the Tour de France. The guys are currently at altitude camp and I'm really looking forward to the start. I'm excited as a kid. At the altitude camp they are already really happy with it and yeah, now it's starting to get a little bit nervous towards the Tour. We're going to hunt some stages there. The foil RC is our tool there. Also with the Tour de France de Femme it can be a real game changer there and I'm really excited. It's an important bike for as well, Scott, as for us. It's an important moment, it's a big race. The bike will set a new standard for sprint bikes, for aerodynamics. We have been involved in development of the bike in an early stage already. At the start we had meetings, that's where we as a team set the benchmarks for the bike. In terms of aerodynamics, weight, versatility, comfort, all those things we could put in, and we also could give it a number, which made it for them really visible where they needed to go. It gave them good directions. We found out, and in the end they reached all the benchmarks, and then they went beyond on some parts. So. The secret of the engineering is that it really translates the power of the rider going into the bike through the wheels on the road. This is really important, not to lose any power, but also makes the bike suitable for every kind of surface that you ride on. So it's more suitable for sprints, but also can be used in classics. The bike has been worked on for over 2 years, and it's not only the aerodynamic gain of over 20% that we have. The comfort we measured on 10% improvement even also. The Tour de France is important for both Scott and us, and this foil RC ensures that we stay ahead of competition in terms of equipment. So another couple of weeks on the foil RC at altitude camp and the guys will be ready to race it in Copenhagen.
You look fast.
So fast?
So fast, yeah. La forme, la souplesse.
I'm excited, also a bit nervous. Yeah, I don't really know what to expect, but I think it's gonna be hectic, but also really cool. I knew already in January that it was a chance to do the tour, and so as long as the season went good and as we were hoping, I also knew that the tour was probably gonna happen. My first memory from the Tour de France was in 2011. I didn't really follow cycling, but we were in France with some also family who were really into cycling, and yeah, by coincidence we also were in the same area as the Tour de France, so we decided to go and watch one of the stages, and it was also a team time trial. We went there, and also that day Tour Hushovd got the yellow jersey, and it was I think we were more or less like the only Norwegians on that stage, and we were staying there after the podium and shouting for Tour to come. And after a long time he came and gave us some autographs, and also the Norwegian TV2 they filmed this thing, and every year since then they've been showing this footage over and over again. Like every year it's a throwback to when Hushovd got the yellow jersey, and I think maybe 2 years ago someone recognized it. It was me. The one stage I look most forward to is the last one, because then you know that you're done, and then you know how everything went, and then it's also time to relax a bit. So Yeah, it's maybe strange, but that's the one I look most forward to.
Just start off with kind of a welcome meeting. Obviously the last couple of days are always super busy, so not really so much time to fit it in. When we talk about race goals, we talk about that day by day approach. We're going for stage results. We already have in the first 5 days some really nice stages where we can get stage results. We don't need to change our focus, because when you look at the first 6 days, you've either got a sprint or a cobbled section or a little uphill kicker where we have to ride in the front. Then we have Planche de Bellefields. To be honest, when you want to get a result from there, that's going to come from the peloton. So that's your day result. It probably won't go to a breakaway there. Then already you start a trend. So we have 1 week of racing where we don't need to think about GC. We think about riding as a team, riding in the front and riding together. I think everyone's in really good shape, and to be honest, you should be excited about the next 3 weeks and what we can achieve here. I think we're in that real good position where we can achieve something really nice in the next 3 weeks.
One who is just preparing himself atop the ramp now, a native of the location of Brioude in the region of Auvergne, getting ready now for his 9th participation on the roads of the Tour de France. 2 podiums previously. 10 seconds to go before we welcome this man here, a winner of the Tour of Alps this season, a former king of the mountains on the road of the Tour de France. Please welcome Romain Bardet.
Everything okay?
Can we look at your time? Yeah. We just take a minute if that's okay, guys.
Puissant, mais pour faire un très bon chrono, il a fallu virer beaucoup plus vite.
It was actually really nice, to be honest, but I just didn't go fast enough. In the corners I'm braking so much, I was really scared of crashing.
Yeah.
I did actually feel really good.
Yeah?
When I was pushing, felt like I could push forever.
And the crowds?
It's hard to keep the focus. It's so many people and Norwegian flags and people saying my name. It's like sometimes I catch myself only looking into the crowd. Is there someone I know? Is this...
Nice. Good job.
Talk about the plan then for today. I think the first road stage of the tour, everyone's going to be nervous. Our key goals today are that we are together through the day. That is the most important thing on a day like today, that we're sitting together. There will be moments in the race where you can relax a little bit, talk to your mates, ride along next to them. Today is not one of those days. Today is a day where you switched on from kilometre 1 or kilometre 0, you are together and you're sitting in a forward position in the peloton. Romain, anything from you?
No, I think we just have to sit together. No straight. For me, it's really straight in the neutral.
Yeah.
Find our spot in the front, and the more we'll be together, the easier it will be for the day.
But it also means that let's be on the line in good time then. Let's not just roll down with 2 minutes to go or relax. You have to be there a little bit earlier for that. Okay? Good point. Exactly. That's the key. Stay together.
What a day.
Yeah.
There's enough chaos again.
of Alberto is fine. Yeah, I think so. It happened on the left side of me. Like they crashed on the side and they crashed actually just into Alberto. So he had no chance. Woo! Also thanks to you, man. Super strong. Good job, man.
How was it in the end?
Yeah, I was together with John, but we were just a couple of times stuck behind other leaders, man.
You guys are okay?
We're all riding it. We're all riding it.
Yeah, I bet it was okay.
Yeah.
But
He
they
just
went
lost a lot.
down hard.
Yeah, they did like a concussion check on him though, so he lost like quite a lot of time because the doctor was really checking on him.
Really.
That's why I said continue, like directly, because I knew then it could be a while. So.
Yeah, but today there was so much happening. Like left, right,
With the
front,
headwind is the worst.
behind.
Yeah, stage 2 of the Tour de France. Really hectic day, to be honest. We knew it would be. Small roads all day, a lot of fight for position. And then when we came into the final, Tusveld crashed and then kind of started the ball rolling. We knew there'd be a big fight towards the big bridge. Kevin crashed just before it and then Alberto crashed on the bridge. So we went defensive mode then to protect the guys as we came towards 3k to go, which was a good job, especially as there was such a big crash in the final. And then yeah, we looked to Niels for the sprint, but yeah, just didn't quite have the legs today and kind of just rolled in the end, and we regrouped and we looked for Alberto for tomorrow. For the race day then, I think kind of like we said, after that feed zone, we need to be really in position all together and already prepared there just to hold ourselves in that spot in the peloton in a good way. I still think all through the stage though, we should still have attention on each other, we should still be close together. There's still big crowds on the side of the road. Everyone's kind of one day in now, maybe relaxing a little bit. That's also how touch and wheels can happen. People become more relaxed with it. So we need to be super sharp all day. And the goal stays the same. It, like John said before, it's about dropping Alberto off on a good sprint wheel at kind of 500 meters to go there. So you'll have to surf a little bit in the last 3k, but as long as you three come into that final 3k together, you can surf a bit there. You stay with those guys until the drop off. Don't want you going your own way at 2k's to go. You stay with these guys until the drop off. Allow them to bring you into that position, using at least energy as possible. Then you come into the final fresh, onto the wheel of one of the sprint guys, and then again the goal is the same, to do your sprint.
To Sagan. Sagan moves. Ewan is looking. He can't get through. Wout van Aert. It's
shit, I couldn't really sprint. I think when I follow Philipsen instead of Jakobsen, then get out of the shit. Maybe if I follow Philipsen and then he gets in the shit, and then I have to follow Jakobsen.
Well, that's the thing, you just got to gamble a little bit. Sometimes it pays off and sometimes not.
But yeah, like, it feels good because like in the last day you're still sharp, then I feel like I got good legs.
Yeah, I think we rode really well as a bubble and kept in a good way.
I'm happy with the guys.
Yeah, now we're done with 3 quite nice days here in Denmark. A lot of crowds. Also, yeah, just super special to do the Tour de France, and also with these crowds, it's really nice. And I think as a team we have come through these days in a good way.
Nice speech.
Yeah.
Political. The future king of Norway.
Yeah, I think kind of we've had a good start to the tour. We've finished there, we were top 10 this afternoon, which is a really nice way to get the sprint train rolling, and I think we've been organised, we've been together, we've been riding in a really good way. So we come to the French part now, having had a top 10 and kind of riding really well as a team, and we can build on that in the coming stages, and I'm sure we'll keep pushing for those day results. Okay, we can talk a little bit about the plan then for today. As we've already pointed out, that first off, it's a short stage. More and more these days, when it's a short stage, it's turned into full gas day. So I think we have to be a little bit prepared for a pretty hard day. But we also have 2 super hard days coming, tomorrow and the day after. So I think also there will be a little bit of people holding back, ready for them. But at the moment, the way the tour's going, every day is pretty full gas. I think we keep almost the same plan as we had the day before the rest day. So Andreas and Martijn, if there's an option to go in the breakaway, we take it, especially on a finish like this, especially where we can go for the victory. But like we said yesterday in the meeting, our plan now, you also have to just be, you're in there for 2 reasons. One, when you can take the stage win, great, or maybe we get you to wait on the last climb for whatever reason, and everyone should be comfortable with that. Let's have a good start to the second week then, eh? Yep. Okay boys, 2k to the real start. So let's get ready. Boys that are fighting for the breakaway, let's be ready.
Now you go for it.
Come on Andreas, come on, it's really good, really good.
Yeah, today me and Martijn were supposed to try to get in the breakaway, and it was a really hard fight for it. In the end I managed to be in the right move, which was nice. From there on it was just about saving as much energy as possible, because we quite quickly realized that this breakaway is also going to fight for the win of the stage. So yeah, I tried to stay as much in the wheels as possible and came into the last climb in the right group, and then it was just about the legs in the climb, and yeah, I think I did my best. Didn't try to be as calm as possible, but still not miss any important moves. So yeah, it was hard, but in the end also a nice day.
Obviously we have 40 kilometers flat road before. I think on there we have to be really sharp that big groups are not going away, with lots of teams represented. I think everyone needs to be in the front there just to keep an eye on what's going on. Then Andreas and Martijn, you guys on the, I think you 3 can look on the flat just to make sure we don't need to be in the break. Okay, so the goal is not to be in the break, it's to make sure that we're not in a situation where we're flicked and we have to ride. But today is all about full support for Romain, bringing him into the final as fresh as possible for that final climb. Chris, Andreas, Martijn, you guys, you stay as long as possible, okay? So even when you're patrolling the break, it's you've got to save the energy. We need you there as long as possible today in the peloton and around Romain.
Don't even get on there at all. Excuse me. I was just saying to you, wasn't I? It's like I'm literally just I think she's a fan.
Également 600. Bardet, faut déjà 50 secondes. 50 secondes de retard pour Bardet. 50 secondes de retard pour Bardet.
Okay, you're 50 seconds behind Vingegaard, mate. Come on. Just keep fighting. You just keep fighting. Come on.
Non, le retard de Gareth Thomas, 1:10. 1 minute et 10 secondes de retard pour Gareth Thomas.
You're 20 seconds in front of Thomas. 20 seconds in front of Geraint. Come on, Romain. Come on. We have to go all into the line. All into the line. Come on, Romain. Don't give up now. All the way to the line. All the way. Come on.
Ah, that was hard. That was a fight and a half, wasn't it, mate?
When they went full on telegraph, I said,
yeah,
fuck. No, it was the first proper mountain stage, so it's always yeah, tricky to make some plans because you never know how the body will react, and yeah, you know, we have a big day coming tomorrow, but some guys were still hungry to go all out today, so yeah, from halfway to the race it was pretty full gas, and then I will try to also be sharp on who came on the attack and who guys I can follow, and but in the end I had pretty good legs. The guys were there as long as they can with me, so it was super good, and then it was all about the legs from 50k to go.
Yeah, yesterday was a really good stage for us. It's the first real mountain test yesterday, and there's a big fight for the breakaway. Group went clear eventually, and we looked after Romain, brought him into a good position, and then really with a long way still to go in the stage, 70k, the 4 guys went clear, and they were really kind of attacking each other, really fighting to drop each other, and Romain was just behind in the peloton, which was being paced by Chris, and kind of that saved his legs a little bit, so that when we went further onto the Galibier, then Romain was able to be really in the front there and did a super ride. And then on the final climb on the Col de Grande, he did a really good job, kept fighting all the way to the finish, 3rd on the stage, and moved up to 2nd overall. So a really nice day actually for the team, and yeah, we're in a good position. Today, Bastille Day, a really important day for French cycling, French fans. They really enjoy the day. It finishes top of Alpe d'Huez, iconic climb. It's going to be another big GC battle. If that stage victory is possible on the final climb, then for sure we go for it. But we'd like to try and come through the day still in a solid GC spot. Today we'll know.
Today we'll know.
Today the Tour de France starts. They're looking at each other in the front. They're looking at each other a bit in the front there. Yeah.
G's just got back to him actually.
So Thomas has just got back to them. You're not that far behind at all. Come on. Really good, mate. Really good. Come on, Romain. Mass is now dropping. Mass is now dropping. Come on, Romain. Yates is cracking. Yates is cracking. This is awesome. Come on.
4 minutes to gap over Adam Yates now.
All in, mate. All in. Come on. Push, 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 push. Really good effort, mate. Really good effort.
15 seconds. Yeah.
Bon, après, à vrai dire, j'ai les jambes dures quand même, mais.
That was pretty cool. You like to do Alpe d'Huez, you know, in the tour and stuff like that, and it was just nuts. Like, the people were crazy. It was pretty cool.
I was really, especially because I did my job and I had all the time to come in. I could really enjoy it more, and I was really looking forward to going into the sport, and I also made sure to be alone there. And yeah, then they all recognize you as Dutch, then they all go crazy, so it was really special.
So stage 16 Tour de France here in Carcassonne. We have another day where we head back to the mountains. This is the first of 3 really hard mountain days. I think kind of for me these next 3 days will shape the GC and will shape the race. So we have to be really sharp, we have to be really on our game now in the coming 3 days. The plan for today, we look to bring Andreas in the break in a support role for later in the race, and on the final climb it's super steep and we have to just kind of follow and look to take our opportunities when they present themselves. So yeah, we're in for another intense day in quite high heat, but we'll see where we shape up.
Accélération de Pogacar, le maillot blanc, accélération de Tadej Pogacar avant le sommet du pont de l'Ers, accélération de Pogacar.
Stop, stop.
I hear stop, stop. Andreas, stop, stop.
Henrik Mas, 7.05, 7.05. Le duo Pogacar, Vingegaard, 7.30, 7 minutes 30.
What do you think, Tom?
I don't know, but Romain sounded pretty stressed then telling Andreas to stop, which means that Andreas is dropping him. Okay guys, stay nice and calm. So we have Pogacar, Vingegaard off the front. We're going to go over here, then you got 1k steep downhill, 1k flat, and then the downhill continues.
Froome parvient à revenir sur Bardet.
Water.
Give me one more.
And ice.
Right, ice coming, ice. Wait. Yeah. Good job, mate. Good job.
More ice on this.
Just that. Just that. Okay, Niels, 5k to the climb. Come on, mate. Let's get them back in the race now. Let's get them back in the race. Really good, mate. Really good. Come on, boys. We keep going. 7k's to go. Come on, boys. Come on. It's really good, boys. No regrets at all. Come on. This is really good.
You dropped on the steep part?
Well, everything right.
Right.
Something else moved me up, but you know, I get up the next one. And something here was completely locked.
That's life, man.
And I felt my hair here.
There's 2 big days coming and everything is possible, mate. Don't worry about it. We do everything, you do everything.
Still continue to fight. We said at the start we come for stage results. We always take it day by day, and that's for sure what we'll do. We'll continue to do that, and we don't need to worry about that. If we come to a situation where we miss it, we just ride. We look to bridge on the climb, and then yeah, we go all in with no regrets. And I think you can do a good job. And now we're in a situation in the race where the GC teams are weakened. UAE lost somebody else today. Jumbo are also a little bit weakened. Ineos will be protecting their podium, but I think kind of we can take advantage of that, and they will let you go in the break eventually when it's the right combination. So, and especially when we also have Andreas and Chris jumping, it also then becomes really difficult to control. So yeah, I think we bounce back. We have a good day, and yeah, we continue with what we said we came for. So we talk a little bit about the plan for today then. The goal today is we get Romain, Andreas and Chris, 2 of them in the breakaway. For us, the goal is that the break goes on the climb. I also think that's really possible. Like, there'll be a big fight for it. So,
It's a long way,
yeah, about 50k is nothing. It's 1 hour, innit? It took an hour the other day. Yeah. I think it'll go on the climb. Yeah. Okay? Right then. Yeah. Get ready. That's on his splitting.
This is what you need.
Romain is second wheel. Oh yeah, nice. We got all 3 there. Really good. Romain, Andreas, Chris. Really good. Really good.
In that split.
So we got Chris there, Romain and Andreas here.
We did not increase the speed yet. Romain is a little break.
Okay, we don't increase the pace. Let Romain recover. It's good. It's really good.
Come on, lad. Come on.
Come on, Romain. Come on, mate. Yeah, I think a really good day today. We wanted to bounce back after yesterday and really get stuck in the race. We got Chris and Andreas in the breakaway, and then Romain bridged with the help of Martijn on the climb. I think the sprint guys also did a really good job to keep the race together to the first climb of the day. And that's where we knew we could make the difference. So 50 kilometers, we just patrolled it and made sure it stayed together. And then on the climb, the race really developed. Romain jumped across at the top, and then we had 3 guys in the front, which is a perfect scenario for us. I think we raced really aggressive in the front, and we can be proud of our performance today. Andreas went solo from the breakaway, and the moment he got caught by the yellow jersey group, I asked him to wait for Romain then, and he paced him as best as possible down to the valley, and we came into the bottom of the last climb in a really good situation, and then it was all about legs and a time trial to the finish. I think, yeah, a really solid day for the team. Yeah, so we go on to plan for today. I think it's a really good shout that we do rollers, like Phil said, especially after such a hard day yesterday. We'll just kind of get that body moving again, and it'll stop that real shit feeling in the first 25 minutes that I think a few of you have experienced over the last week. Plan for today, we look for the breakaway. With Andreas is the key guy that we want in there. When it's going to race for the stage, he's in super shape. Can do a really good job there. So we've got crosswind sprint day tomorrow, TT, and then a sprint day Sunday. So the sprinters have a chance tomorrow, and then Saturday is limited options. So for a lot of guys and a lot of teams in this peloton, this is the last chance today that hopefully the break stays away and there's an opportunity. So you have to mentally prepare that we will fight until the first climb for this. And then Chris, Romain, you guys also know what to do. You sitting there, I had a good chat with Romain. He will also coach you, Chris, through in terms of where we're going to push and where we're going to sit. But this is a day where, again, the race can flip on its head. This is not an easy day. Everyone's been under pressure for 3 weeks. So we can also go into this with, we have no pressure on us. We're not in the top 5. But by the end of the day, you can easily end up in the top 5. So we approach it in the right way. We look after Romain. We make sure he has everything he needs going into the final. Let's get stuck in. Last big mountain day. Let's have it.
Romain Bardet est en difficulté, il est quelque peu distancé. Yeah. Bardet distancé du groupe maillot jaune. Yeah.
Come on, Romain. Come on. Just keep the focus, mate. Keep the focus.
Well, he's going to be here in a second.
Hamo. So Romain is struggling slightly in the yellow jersey group. So Hamo, wait for Romain. Wait for Romain. Hamo. Andreas, continue. Okay, Pogacar attacks now, so it's going to explode there. It will explode there. Just stay in our rhythm. Stay in our rhythm.
Hamo, there's an Iso. Yeah. I'll give you another ice.
Nouvelle accélération du maillot blanc. Nouvelle accélération du maillot blanc Pogacar. 3 km pour le trio de tête.
Those two there.
That's Quintana. It's really good, Romain. Really good, mate. Come on. And there's Gaudu and Yates. That's Yates, Gaudu, Quintana. You can see there that you're looking at. Come on, mate. Just keep going. You've done a super last climb. There's something to be proud of this last climb, Romain. Really good. Yeah, we finished our last mountain stage today. I think another solid day for the team. We had Andreas in the breakaway. He was in the first group of 6 guys, which looked really promising until it was ridden down. And then it was kind of a big fight for the breakaway. 25 guys in the end went away, including Andreas. So it was a good situation for us, and Romain felt really good on the first climb, so we sent Chris up the road as a bridging post for Romain. Unfortunately then, on the second climb, Romain started to struggle a little bit and lost time. We quickly got Chris back with him. We put ourselves in a situation where we could look after each other as a team by doing that. And then Chris paced Romain as long as possible into the bottom of the final climb. And Romain came around a little bit on the final climb and limited the losses, finishing 8th in the GC by the end of the day. So I think overall we did a really good Pyrenees. We raced tactically really well. We didn't come away with a result that we were looking for, but I think how we raced the team and kind of the thought that we put into it was really good, and yeah, it was a nice block. So goal today for us is we do want to sprint. In the start, let's be super sharp. Any breakaway that's more than kind of 6-7 guys, we should have somebody in there, and that can be we can all look for that. Martijn, Andreas, Chris. Obviously it's going to be a nervous and tentative day with the crosswinds, where everyone's going to be a little bit stressed. GC teams in the top 5 will be shitting themselves in case it does split. Everyone else 60 guys, 70 guys that have no goal today, just to go to Paris. So they will be sitting up as soon as it's going hard under the pedal. When we're coming into the final, we can, like Romain said before really clearly, let's use our strength. So Andreas, you can ride in the wind then, in that kind of 10Ks to go. Let's get our bubble, get our side. We push on, we keep the guys tight. Martijn, I think kind of you look after the positioning at the back, keeping the door closed, but then also coming forward when Andreas is done to give that turn. Romain, inside the 3Ks to go, you just go as long as possible, okay? Don't need to worry if you lose 1 or 2 seconds here, you've got enough time. You can just go as long as possible there to bring the guys into the finish. And then John, Niels, Alberto, the goal there is to bring you guys into that last 2K as fresh as possible. We can surf a little bit, and then we come into that final left-hander really in the first 10 there. We have to hold a little bit, Alberto, you have to hold a little bit, be patient, okay? But still the goal stays the same, so around 250, 200 to go, you can open up the tats. Even though it's slightly uphill, your kick, you are faster than any of them, okay? You've got to get that clear run to the finish line though, that's the goal. Don't wait, don't hesitate, just sprint. You'll get a good result then, for sure. When you hesitate and you allow them to come back and block, then you've lost it, okay? So you just see the opening, we just go for it. Let's just make sure if it splits in the wind, we're there, okay? Let's not come to the bus pissed off because we've missed it. We have to be sharp, boys. We have to ride together all day, protect our bubble. If it's across the road all day and like it's just shut, get the side together and you just sit behind Ineos. Ineos will also just take a side and just ride all day. Just get that side, get in the bubble behind them, and then you can react quick as a group. Okay? Cool. How long to sign on? I think 20 minutes? 20 minutes to sign on. Okay? Good luck, boys.
Shit that I couldn't close this in time, but I was hanging in the line and they were like still pulling, and then they stopped and I went straight away, but I could not, like I was keeping the pace high, but I could not come to the guys.
Yeah, it was a sprint day, as we kind of expected. The crosswind never materialised, so in the bunch it was, it was a hard day. The pace was high all day, but the guys did a really good job. We controlled the breakaway all day. Second breakaway went later, and again we had it under control. Coming into the sprint, saw some really good teamwork, really searching for each other through the technical sections. Third in the sprint, I think kind of a really good effort, and we've made some nice steps there with the sprint guys and over the course of the race, and to finish third is really good, and all eyes now on the Champs-Élysées for one last chance. Hey!
Can I have a hat? Can I have a hat? Last big effort now. Watch Voss go now. The Jumbo Visma rider for teammate Marianne Voss. Voss now makes a move. Voss. Weavers is there. Go!
First off with today, I would like to say, obviously we come, it's quite relaxed, watch the caravan go through, some free Haribo. The first part of the race, like we already discussed in the meeting last night, will also be quite relaxed. What I really want from everyone today, the guys that are experienced on the Champs-Élysées, I know will do it, but from everybody else, that moment when we hit the Champs-Élysées, we are fully switched on. and we are ready to race. Even from 10Ks before on the run-in, we should already be picking our position, getting organised on that run-in. So I will also help with that from the car. John, you get the feeling in the peloton. I want you to really bring that in the radio also. And when John brings that in the radio today, then we're f***ing on, okay?
Pedersen is there, Philipsen is there. Here goes Dylan Groenewegen. He's hit the front very, very early. Philipsen dives. Ewan is bumping almost.
We aim for a good Giro. I think we've been hit by bad luck, but because otherwise I think the shape was really good and we would have been there for really top results. It was a bit different in this Tour because it was not my target of the year, so we went on a different approach, taking it really day by day, and yeah, I was pretty consistent over the first 2 weeks, but yeah, we also knew it maybe was a bit harder to maintain a super high level because we don't have the perfect build-up. But still, it's not too bad. It's not super good. I think it's really my 6th time in the top 10 in the Tour. So no, I'm really. We keep fighting every day. That's what's really keep in mind. Really fight for each other every day, for the sprints, for the breakaway. When I really some bad moments, I could really rely on the team to keep me really focused in the race. And yeah, in the end, for some guys, it's almost a career achievement to top 10 in the Tour. So it's really my 6th time, and I think due to the circumstance, yeah, we can be happy with that.